Hey there, this is LaQuita with QuitaBugHandmaids.com. Thank you so much for joining me today for another Stampin' Up! Tutorial. I'm so excited to be back with you guys. I took a few weeks away. It was about a month and a half, I guess. I'm in school and I needed to finish my schoolwork. I had been just kind of slowly doing it, and it was just time to rip the Band-Aid off, right, and get it finished. And I'm so glad I did. I got all of my classes completed, passed all of my exams. I'm not finished with school yet because I do still have to take like a big, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to say what I'm doing yet, but I do have to take a big exam outside of the school. That's how I'll say it. So now it's just studying for that big exam. So almost there. But anyways, the main thing is completed, which is my classes. So I have a video for you today. It took me a while to get inspired on what to create because I felt like everything was retiring and selling out so quickly, and I wasn't sure what to use. And finally, I just told myself, just use what you have. If it sells out before you put the video up, that's fine. So anyways, I just decided to just get in here, sit down, create with what I have and not worry about it. And once I did that, ideas came. So I'm really excited. I think today's card is absolutely gorgeous. So let's go ahead and jump right in. But before I do that, I didn't even tell you what I'm using. So I'm using the Charming Sentiments bundle. So this stamp set and these dies, this is actually carrying over into the upcoming 2023-2024 annual catalog by Stampin' Up. So this is continuing on. I love sentiment sets. They're the best. And what's great about this one is you have these coordinating dies that cut out the sentiments exactly. So I really like that. So I'm using this, and I'm also using paper that I had not used yet, and I think it's gorgeous, the Fancy Flora 6x6 Designer Series paper. I'll link to anything that I'm using today that is still available. I'll link to it in the video description down below and over on today's blog post. Yeah, so okay, now let's get started. So I've got such a beautiful color palette today. We are using Calypso Coral and soft seafoam, and I just think it's so pretty together. Very simple stamping. This card is super simple, but it's beautiful. And I'm going to stamp my sentiment in basic gray, and I chose the sentiment that says, wishing you everything wonderful. I think that's a good sentiment. You could use this for a congratulations card, a birthday card, for a variety of occasions with that message. I'm just gonna grab the die that I need. Just got this little small thin roll of washi tape, and I will just get this die on here. Excuse my broken nail. My nail broke, but this week. But Malachi is home from school, and there's just no way to get your nails done. Not for me. With a toddler, unless he's at school. So broken nail it is. All right, and I've got my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, plate number 1, plate number 2, which is a cutting plate, and I'll pop my sentiment on. And did I tell you I stamped that? I didn't even tell you guys. So I stamped the sentiment onto a piece of soft seafoam cardstock. Gosh, it's like you take a little break and you kind of forget the process. It's so crazy. Okay, so then I've got one of the rectangle stitch dies. I'm going to cut this out of basic white cardstock, and I'm so sad that these dies are retiring. I'm actually a little bit shocked. And you guys know I always say, every time I use these in a video, I typically say they're my most used dies. And so I was just kind of freaking out a little bit. I'm like, oh my gosh. Just about everything I make uses one of these rectangle stitch dies. What am I going to do? But you find new stuff to be obsessed with every catalog. So I know it'll be okay, but at first it hurts a little. So for my card base, I've got a piece of soft seafoam cardstock. So this is cut 4 1/4 inches by 11 inches, scored at 5.5 inches. Then I've got 2 pieces of that beautiful fancy Flora Designer Series paper. This piece is cut 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And then this piece, the exact measurements will be on the blog, link down below, but it's cut 1/8 of an inch less on all 4 sides than this piece of Calypso Coral. So this is 3 1/4 inches by 4 inches. So it's 1/8 of an inch less on all 4 sides. Again, those measurements are on the blog. Okay, so let's go ahead and add all of this to my card front. And I'm just using my Stampin' Seal for that. So I'll put this piece, center that up. Alrighty, and then center. I'm trying to be a little frugal with my Stampin' Seal because, you know, I haven't been up here in 45 days. Actually, a little more than 45 days. So I don't remember how much Stampin' Seal I have. Oh, yeah, this is about to run out. It did run out. Oh, man. So it looks like liquid glue it'll be, because I saw that the Stampin' Seal was on, it was out of stock right now. Let's see, so I think I'm gonna do this. Nope, I'm gonna do it like this and kind of put it in this bottom left corner. Right there, that looks good. Okay, and then I'm gonna do dimensionals on the back of my stitched rectangle. And then I'll do a few, well, actually, I'll just cut some of this down. Some of the edges. Okay. All right, and I'll just center this up on my rectangle here. Get my backings off of this. Okay. And then I want this to go all the way to the edge of my card base. And let me move it up just a little bit. Is that where I want it? Yep, we'll go with that. Okay, and then I couldn't decide on an embellishment, so I decided to use these. So these are the 2021-2023 in color opal rounds. They're really, really pretty. And I decided to go with the pale papaya, even though it's actually not a color in the Designer Series paper. I thought it looked really good. I'm using the smaller ones. I thought it still looked really good with I think that's So Saffron, I think. But I thought it looked really good, so I went with that. And that is the finished card, you guys. I just love how it turned out. Wishing you everything wonderful. So pretty. And then, of course, a matching envelope. So I just added, when you cut down that 6x6 designer paper for the background, you're left with this little strip. So I just added that to my envelope flap, and there was a little bit of flap hanging out. I just cut it off, so it just made this nice straight line across. But yeah, so there is today's project. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. Hopefully I wasn't all over the place. I have to get back in the swing of it after being gone, but I hope you enjoyed. I hope you feel inspired, and thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate you watching my videos. I'm so thankful for you guys every day. So don't forget, all the measurements and supplies are linked and listed down below in the video description. And yeah, stay tuned because I'll be back again very soon with another tutorial. Bye now.